Hi guys! Quickly. Today I have taped a couple of videos for you, and I don't know which one I'm gonna post or if I'm just gonna post all of them or what. It's my son's birthday, and we are celebrating this evening. And so I made an ossobuco. That's one of the videos I did. I think I might post that one. Ossobuco is I think it's a Milanese, like from Milan dish. It's Italian. It's very traditional. It's veal shank that's braised in tomatoes and white wine and all this wonderful stuff. And it is simmering over here, and it smells divine. And we're going to serve it with, we were hesitating, pasta or like, I don't know, we weren't sure. And we will make it with polenta. So I'm gonna make polenta later. I'm not doing this here. I'm just telling you. I just want to show off. No, I never make this. I don't make it often, and we didn't make it this winter. And to be honest, I don't eat that much meat, but I do like ossobuco. It's quite nice. And plus we get the veal shanks from the butcher here, who's really good. So I was very happy to make it, and it's been simmering for many hours now. You'll see in the video that I did where I explain quickly how I make it. It's really easy, by the way. There was still sunlight. Now it's really dark. But I wanted to hop on to show you quickly two appetizers that I'm making. One of them is always a hit. When we were living in Dubai, we were having parties and people were coming over, and we're 10 people, 20 people. I would make these by I don't know, I'd make 60 or 80 of them because they would be eaten up all the time. It's Bressa Hola rolls. So Bressa Hola is a variety of it's like a dried beef. It's cured and dried. It's like this. Okay, sorry, this is a meaty day. You're gonna have ossobuco in one video, Bressa Hola in the other, and I'm eating I'm putting cheese everywhere. If you're vegan, don't go here today. It's an exceptional day, okay? But if you do want to try these things here and there, you do try. Really, next appetizer kind of party you have, make these. So this is the Bressa Hola. I've got rockets, and I've got this mixture, okay, that consists of ricotta cheese, so fresh ricotta cheese, with basil that I've snipped up. I took about 6-7 leaves of basil for half of this ricotta, a bit more than half. There's 250 grams here, and I think I had about 175 left in here. So 175 grams of that, some basil that's been chopped up. If you don't have basil, use something else, but basil really works really well here. And about 2/3 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, okay? So I mix that with freshly ground pepper, a little bit of salt, not too much because the Parmesan is quite salty. And here's what I do. I just take one of these. I will take a little bit of this mixture, okay? Vincent, don't put on your Naruto burrito. So my son's been watching this series. Is it a series? A cartoon? Whatever. An anime, something, I don't know. Some Japanese animation thing. And he's watched, he's binge watched it, and it's really funny. But I can't take it anymore. So he's not gonna watch right now. So I've spread some of this ricotta mixture here. You take a few of these rocket leaves, and then you roll it. Oh boy, I wish I could put this a bit lower so you could see what I'm doing. You see that? There, kind of, sort of, like this. There, and then I roll it up. Boom, and it's done. And then you just repeat as many times as you want. And these little babies are so awesome. They're amazing. You know what I used to do in Dubai? So we had a maid who lived with us, and she used to do mostly like the cleaning and stuff, and when we would have like big parties, like big get-togethers, I would ask her to help me make all this sort of thing, and she became a master Bressa Hola roller. That and spring rolls. We used to make spring rolls together. It was so much fun. Anyways, so, and this is one of my son's favorite appetizers. I don't often make it, but it's so yummy. And I swear, I promise you, make this, your friends and family will love them. And it's like fresh and kind of, like it's not just cheese and meat, right? There's like the rocket inside, and you can really stuff it with a lot of rocket. The only thing is, if you're gonna be serving these, don't serve too many appetizers if you've got like a main course and stuff happening later, because it's quite, it's fresh and feels light, but once you've had a couple, you don't really want to get into a big meal. Having said that, I say this, and we're having ossobuco tonight, but my son is 16 and has a huge appetite, so I'm not too worried. I'm not too fussed about that. So here you go. So I'm just making a few of these so that you get the gist of it, right? If you don't have ossobuco, you can try it with like a dry, like cured ham. You could do it with Parma ham, but then I would say don't put too much of this ricotta filling, because Parma ham has quite a bit of fat, whereas Bressa Hola is quite lean. In France, they have another kind of dried beef called Viento De Grison, which is often something they will serve in like mountain winter meals when they do raclette. I don't know if you know what raclette. It's like melted cheese with cold cuts, and the cold cuts they use, one of them is this Viande de Grison beef, okay? That's what you would find in France. Bressa Hola is more of an Italian thing, but I think if you're in the US, you find this at the deli, right? Go to your Italian guy and you'll find it. So there you go. They're so pretty. These, by the way, are in my summer appetizer ebook that's on the website. You should get that ebook, by the way, if you're into appetizers, like for summer alfresco stuff. It's like $4.99, and you have a bunch of amazing appetizers like these. Some are like light and fresh, others are a bit more, a bit more, not as light and fresh, like, a bit more heavier, I guess, but nothing is like deep fried or anything like that, don't worry, if you're careful about that sort of thing. So that's number one. Appetizer number two is a no-brainer, and I'm just looking for something very important that I need. Yes, toothpicks. Really, really easy. So I don't know if you saw, I posted an Instagram post today because I saw these amazing strawberries at the grocer, and so I got them. And what I will do is I will take these strawberries and I will take yet another cheese. And this is a very light comté. Comté is like a mountain cheese you would use in fondue. And there's like, it's like cheddar where you have the aged and then you have the young and, cheddar that's lighter. Same. Comté, you've got the younger comté, which is light. If you don't have comté, you could use a light Swiss cheese or like not something necessarily too sharp. Although it could go well with aged cheddar as well, right? I mean, but I like to use a lighter cheese for it. But yeah, you could probably even do this with like pecorino or parmesan if you take a little bit. But my kids are not into sharp cheeses, so I use this. So there you go. So I take the toothpick, as so. I will put a little bit of cheese, and I put pretty strawberry, and there you go. I've got these beautiful strawberry cheese skewers, and they're very pretty, they're very tasty, and what's nice is putting a little bit of pepper. So pepper and strawberry go very well together. It's one of those things, you know, there's those random kind of things like combinations. Well, pepper and raspberry go very well. And if you wanted to make it kind of fancy, you could drizzle some like a balsamic reduction. Like you take balsamic vinegar and you reduce it, boil it for a long time until it becomes kind of syrupy. You can get that sort of thing ready made, but you can make it at home too. And then you put a little bit of drizzle of this balsamic syrup on top of the little skewers. And it's very, very nice. Very, very good. Okay, so that's all I'm showing you today. It's just 2 simple appetizers. And it's just to kind of, you know, give you a little demo of what I do sometimes when I have time on birthdays. Is we like to have a kind of pre-dinner cocktail hour with the kids, and yeah, and it's fun. And especially now with COVID and everybody's confined and we can't see our friends as much and stuff, entertaining ourselves within the little family is all that more important. And since I love food and preparing it and eating it and feeding it, we do a lot of this sort of thing at home these days. So there you have it. Have a wonderful day. If you've got questions, let me know. If you want appetizer ideas, go get my appetizer book. It's on the website. I published it like a year ago, but it gets so many downloads. It's really, really popular, and it gets downloads like at all times of the year. It's really weird. Like you'd think in winter people wouldn't want to have a summer appetizer, but it gets, you know, it gets a lot of downloads in winter as well. But yeah, and if you've got any other questions in general, let me know. And if you want to check out more recipes, go on wellmama.com, WELLMAMMA.com. If you like this video, do share it, do like it, do comment, and I will see you very soon.